We have with us Chidiebere Alozie. Now, he's an alumni of Newman Technical Institute, the Entrepreneur Academy, and CEO of Chloz Technology Limited that develops remote control, traffic barrier, and also remote changeovers, and so many other things. Mr. Alozie, you are welcome. Good to have you here.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mazino. It's a pleasure to be with you.
That's very good.
And I thank the TVC for this opportunity to give it to me.
Yeah, it's a very good opportunity because not only will we be able to learn what you do, but people will also be able to learn how they can also achieve what you've achieved. Sure. So now, talk to us about Chloz investment. What do you guys do exactly when we talk about the electronics and stuff like, because that's what you guys major in.
All right, thank you so much. I started my company in 2004, precisely.
Okay.
Then I started with a motorized system of motion detector.
Oh, okay.
Before I saw it in a Hilton hotel.
Okay.
Something that if you are just coming to a particular place, it will now sense your motion, and then the door will open. When you now pass, the thing will also close.
Yes.
So I developed it before I even saw it in Hilton Hotel.
Where did you learn that from at that time?
I'm coming, sir.
Okay, I'll wait for you.
Good. Eventually, after that, I now discovered something too. That then if you come to most of these government institutions then, so when you are approaching, a security man will untie a rope. A particular barrier will go up. Then when you now go, they will now draw it back.
Yeah.
So to me, that looks so local. And I said, okay, what will I do? I developed a spring-loaded traffic barrier. Nice. This thing you see in Lekki now, remote control. Yeah. So if a person is now coming to a place, just press a remote. The barrier will go up. Okay. The person passes, the press will come down. Okay. Then eventually, I installed it for F Petroleum, Total House, opposite NNPC in Abuja, Unity Bank headquarters. Then many government institutions like ICPC, Federal Ministry of Justice, there were so many of them.
So all of this you did with the knowledge that you got from where exactly?
Oh, good. Thank you so much. It was a long story. After my studies, I focused on developing myself. Okay. So I know that if you want to succeed in life, you just have to think of something you can do. You see a need, you feel it. So I saw a need then on that traffic barrier. So eventually, I installed it in many government institutions. Okay. But then, it's a long story. I first and foremost, when I got the idea, I went to Raw Material Research and Development in Abuja for them to give me the fund. Okay. They were
Did you get that fund?
I didn't.
Oh.
Now, they now sent me to NASENI, National Agency for Science and Engineering Infrastructure in Abuja, they are NASENI. They did not give me the fund. They now asked me to go to SEDI in Enugu, called Scientific Equipment Development Institute. Okay. I went to SEDI. After the whole discussion with the director of, I think, Jagos, who was the director, he now said that there was no budget for them to finance some things I want to do. But what they would do, they can give me employment. Okay. But then, I was not willing for employment.
You wanted to work all by yourself?
Yeah, sure. But eventually, I left angry. But that was where I met my wife, who I later married. Okay, so I think I was not really frustrated. I just actually wanted for being in Enugu.
Hey, you lose some, you get some.
No, sure,
so that's very good. Now, but one thing I can take from all of this is that you have actually had plenty of challenges in being able to express your passion. Sure. And this is something that you have translated into funds. Sure. Now, you also attended an entrepreneurial institution. Sure. How did that help you as well? Because I'm trying to bring that raw ability to do what you do and also putting training into that as well. How has that helped in everything that you do?
Okay, good. Thank you so much. You know, for now, I'm into remote control changeover system. But then, it's all about stage by stage. After that traffic barrier, I ventured into solar-powered gate. Okay. Solar-powered gate. When solar was very, very new in this country, I did a solar gate. It was working. Then one day, something happened that now made me to go into remote control changeover system. A lady was robbed when she wanted to come and operate her generator in the midnight. Yeah. So before then, anytime I want to come out to off my gen,
you're always
I don't have that first. What are you supposed to just there to attack me? And that's okay. What will I do? That was when I now developed the idea of somebody can be using a remote control to on generator and off the generator. Okay. So that was when the thing started. But eventually, now after I started that idea, it was moving. I now saw huge benefits that people can derive from using remote to operate the generator.
Now, Mr. Chidiebere, good. One thing I noticed is that You've been doing this for how long now?
That's about for 18 years or so.
For 18 years?
Sure.
These are all raw talents.
Yeah, sure.
And also with a bit of training.
Yeah.
If I'm an individual out there who has something like you have, like just raw talent, how do I go about it so that I can be as successful as you are?
Okay,
that's the main thing. And real quick, because we don't have too much time.
It's okay.
What must I do to that talent to be able to bring it forward?
First and foremost, some people are very poor today because they are ignorant of what they have. Some too because of what they don't know. So in life, I realized my potential, that I have an ability to be able to demonstrate things. And that was what has been helping me.
Nice.
Good. So I was able to develop myself based on what I know.
Oh, that's intelligent.
Yeah.
Now, there are plenty of people out there like these young men who perhaps maybe you've seen them on Instagram or so, that are able to put together these little contraptions here and there, maybe electronics or maybe just pneumatics and stuff like that. Where can they go to actually make this kind of ability worthwhile and also potentially draw in money?
I strongly believe it's just simple personal development.
Okay.
Because even me, after I left out the whole thing, I was able to get my first contract with F Petroleum because I was able to position myself to get that contract. They used somebody who financed me. But it was simple because I was able to, I read more than 20 books before then.
Okay. That's good.
So to me, if a person wants to succeed, first and foremost, start reading.
Nice.
If you are 40 years and you want to go into business,
read.
To start with, just give yourself a target to read 40 books.
Wow. By the
time you get to 20, things will start changing in your life.
Mr. Chidiebere, that's very interesting. If there's anything that I've taken away from today's discussion here is that self-development actually goes a very long way. And if you have that ability, then what you have to do is perhaps maybe further it by reading a lot, like Mr. Chidiebere has done here. Thank you very much, Mr. Chidiebere. There's so much that we wish that we could talk about, but we don't have the time to on the show here today. But we're looking forward to seeing more from what you have been able to do, and perhaps maybe we can showcase it here.
It's okay. But if people can play a video, my video.
Yes, we will, definitely.
Of that particular system, that will be a line. So people can be able to see what we're doing at the moment, and that will help them to know what we can do for them.
Absolutely. We're going to do that. You just stay tuned. It's still Wake Up Nigeria.